How my beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Jupiterra. I'm Sylvie June, and I'm here to tap into your current energies. We want to let the cards shed light on any mysteries, particularly in our subconscious, seeking light, divination, and clarity. Let's begin with an angel guide oracle card. Woo! Here it comes flying out. Ask and receive. Oh, this is absolutely stunning, Taurus. You are just building your momentum here into what you want. We have 5 of Wands and 7 of Swords. Okay, we're letting go of some heavy energies, finding your light, finding your happiness, your true happiness. So, many cards. I'm just going to start again. The 2 of Wands. You are in this phase, Tower, of rebuilding, recreating what it is you truly desire. You truly desire. Page of Swords is in your past position. We have, okay, 6 of Wands, the Death card, and the King of Cups. Taurus, we are feeling your retrograde season. So there's something in the past that you thought was going to kind of go in a certain direction. You were quite curious about it, but it didn't materialize to what you needed. And so you kind of recalibrated, rebalanced what it is you really truly desire. And you're very good at doing that, and you putting your mind to the next things that you need. But this is something that actually truly moves you. You're very passionate about this. This is a decision that to follow your heart. But what you've noticed is crossing you that in order to get what you want, what you truly desire, there's something that needs to go, and you're almost they're incompatible. Do you know what I mean? So if we say I want to live in an apartment, or my true desire is to live in a house, then which one is it? I have to make a decision. So which one do I want more? It's kind of like that, so your decisions right now, it's all good. Everything's good that you have, but what you want is you're really kind of honing in on like, what I want more. What do I want more? And that's essentially following your desire and not sacrificing. Yeah, that's okay what I have, but what I truly want is something different. So this is going to have to go. So in order to you might have to move out of an apartment in order to move into a house. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that kind of a tower where, in order to get what you really truly want, something else is going to have to give. Sometimes it is a case of, just, it could be to do with house or property or moving, and it's just finding kind of a solution. But the crowning energy is also the 6 of Wands in reverse, which is, I'm really feeling it as a very positive energy, and it's sort of like there might be delays in getting what you want, but those delays are only there for you to make up your mind whether what you truly want is what your heart wants or what your ego wants. So this is almost a little bit of a surrendering of the ego. That's the energy that's available to you coming now into Leo season, and really honing that balance, of, do I want it because it makes me look good, or do I want it because it makes me feel good? And whatever that decision is, it could be, like I said, it could be a partnership, it could be a home, but you are aware that something's got to give, and your in your subconscious, this is exactly represented by the death in reverse. You know something has to end, and it's the delay. You're just, you don't quite want it, or you're in that decision making process, if that makes sense. So it's, the universe is saying basically ask and receive. Once you get clear on what it is you want, you're gonna get it. You will get it. So ask and receive is more about putting the onus on us to be very clear and have that clarity. So this might be a Taurus who, who's kind of had enough intel in the past, you've had enough information. You do know what you want. You do know what you like, but you're just, you're kind of like, but am I doing it for the right reasons? What are my intentions? So I'm not seeing any overthinking. You're really kind of going into your feelings and your passion, but very scorpionic energy here with the Tower and the Death, so you're being forced to make those hard decisions, have those hard conversations. And that sort of subconsciously is like, am I ready to let go? Am I ready to transform? Because you know it too. You know that you are in line to get what you manifest and what you asked for. It's almost like you don't want to break anyone's heart, and you don't want to break your own heart. And it's like, and sometimes that's what it is. It's just like, we do follow our heart, but yep, sometimes it wants it this a little bit more than that. I might like ice cream and cake, but both are lovely, but maybe right now it's ice cream that I prefer. So King of Cups, what is coming up for you in the future is a real emotional maturity, emotional readiness and availability. It could be you stepping into being emotionally available, truly available to yourself and to others. It could very well be you leveling up a relationship, or your partner becoming really open with you, or you're calling in a partner who's really emotionally available to you and levels up the relationship. So this is a very good, very positive energy that goes into close relationships and emotional maturity. But this is someone who actually, it's like stepping into someone, this energy of the King of Cups follows his heart, always follows his heart. And the way he knows to follow his heart is because he actually is emotionally mature and available, so very in tune with his emotions and with his heart and knowing what he wants. So that's sort of that high vibrational state that we're in that king energy. When we know what we want, we know what we desire, and can follow suit. The King of Cups is also someone who can have those emotional conversations. He's not someone who's overtly gonna be mushy-gushy. That's probably not the energy that you're calling in, but someone that is emotionally reliable, and when they say, I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with you, and that's it. And so you're either embodying that energy and calling it in, or you're seeing that in someone else and they're calling you in. But it's a very beautiful energy of leveling up, emotional maturity and availability. But also, if you do have to have difficult conversations of some things transitioning and ending, then embodying the King of Cups energy is perfect, because he does that with empathy, compassion, and no harm done. And always know what you seeks you. And I think that's the ask and receive. So if there is a decision that you're making, if you're stepping forward into something that your heart truly desires, I think what we might sometimes be uncomfortable, but the people that love us and care about us want to know what we truly desire. So staying in your truth and figuring out what your truth is going to happen by you really following your heart and what your heart wants more, not what your ego wants, not what the world gets to see. Those are not the decisions that are going to make you happy long term. And they're based on a foundation that will crumble. So whatever is ego based in a desire crumbles, whatever is heart based has longevity, and that's where you're moving to. So this is absolutely beautiful, Taurus. Thank you so much. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe or share. If you didn't, please check out your other placements. But thank you so much for being here. It is really helpful, and thank you for sharing your beautiful energy. Take it as it comes.